Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen. Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sallam. Tasliman kathiran kathiran. From my brothers and sisters, imagine this. In terms of Ramadan, in terms of investment, as I told you, I don't use the word charity. Imagine this, that a man has two bank accounts. One in which he gets, which interest is haram, and I'm giving you an example just for you to understand this. In one, the interest is 2%. In the other, the interest percentage is 200%. Right? So if the guy takes his money from this account, low interest account, and puts it in a high interest account, what do you call it? You call it good sense. You call it good sense. A person's money is invested in a place where it is getting a very low return. He takes it out from there and puts it in another place where the return is very high. You say this is business acumen, this is financial understanding, this is great wisdom. When we are giving what we call charity and which I call investment, when we are spending in the path of Allah, remember very clearly that you are not giving anything. Because how can you give to Allah? You belong to Allah, everything you have also belongs to Allah. How can you give to Allah? You are not giving anything. You are investing, you are simply taking your money out of this account which is called dunya and putting it into this account which is called akhirah. That's it. You're changing the money from one place to another place, from the dunya to the akhirah. When people say, this whole world and all the possessions we have, you can't take it with you, of course you can take it with you. Of course you can take it with you. How? By changing it from this one to this one. Take this and spend it in the path of Allah, it's going with you. And Allah said that the thing with Allah, you will find it with Allah in a better state. عند الله خيرا وأبقى. What is with Allah is better and Allah will increase it. Allah said, مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَضُ وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. What is with you will finish, will be destroyed, will die, will perish. But what is with Allah is forever. I remind myself and you that every single thing in this world, which is all this account, will be left behind, will not go. If I want this to go with me, I have to move it into this account, which is the account of the akhirah. So whenever there is an opportunity to give in the path of Allah, shaitan will try to frighten you with faqr, will try to frighten you with poverty, and he will say, if you spend in the path of Allah, you will become poor. If that were the case, Uthman ibn Affan radiallahu anhu and Abdul Rahman ibn Auf radiallahu anhu would have been paupers. They were not. That is the reason why the Sahaba used to spend the way they used to spend, because they understood that this is not net loss, this is net gain. We are moving our stock from a low return environment into a high return environment. The ROI here was 1%, the ROI here is 200%. The return on investment is 1%, return on investment is 200%. It makes zero sense to keep the money in a low return place, especially when that low return place is full of uncertainty. Can you believe that? It's a very, very bad situation. Low return place full of uncertainty. To a high return place which is completely certain. It's a no-brainer. Not to do it is dumb. So please, spend in the path of Allah. Spend because there is a tomorrow. And that tomorrow is in the akhirah. I remind myself and you that we have only the opportunity to spend now. Don't think, when I get old, I will. There's nobody has been given a guarantee that they will become old. Spend when you have it. Spend right now in the path of Allah. And then collect from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when you meet Him. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to transfer our funds from the temporary account into the final account, in the permanent account, and to give us from His Majesty and grace. وصلى الله على نبي الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا رب العالمين.